All right, hey guys, Jason here. We're up here, Jimmy Britt, and again, you're gonna get some halos. This is South Georgia, and it is humid, and you're gonna get some of these halos on the lights, just kind of the way it is with the humidity down here. But we are up here, and we are gonna talk for a second about something that you see come up quite often in the comments, and that is concern for second owner. Okay, the second owner stuff. Should you be concerned about it being a second owner's problem? We talk about this when I say, oh, the wet belt's no big deal. You know, buy a Ford, buy a 5-liter Coyote, get a Ford, no big deal, because the wet belt, you'll sell it before it's time to replace it, then it's not your problem. And people will get mad. Well, then it becomes the next guy's problem. Yes, it does. Things like that. You see that kind of stuff constantly. We say in there, same with the turbos. You know, like the turbo. I got Tina's truck right there, her ZR2 sitting right there. Look at that beast of a truck right there. And people are like, well, this got a 4-cylinder turbo. It's not going to last too long. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not driving it past 100,000 miles. That's what my warranty is. I'm not going a day or second longer than that. I don't care what happens at 125,000 miles. Well, that's the nice way to look out for the second owner. I don't care about the second owner. I don't care at all. That's not my problem. Here's the reality of it. Manufacturers are building these vehicles to last for a certain amount of time. Doesn't matter who makes it, what brand, what it is. The manufacturers have a set number that they're looking for these vehicles to make it these days. I'm not playing that game. If Ford, for example, wants me to replace a belt a wet belt that was originally at 100,000, like in Australia, on their Rangers over there that have wet belts, 100,000 miles. And there's tons of videos. If you watch the overseas videos over there on the Rangers that they have, these guys that Ranger's dumping belts at like 70,000 miles, and they're grenading all over the engines, okay? Places that are dedicated to replacing wet belts. Here, they're making these wet belts. They're saying, now I think it's 200. I think they're saying you can go 200,000 miles on them now. Their life of the engine kind of thing, because the life of the engine's 150, 200,000 miles. Not my problem. If I'm going to buy it and I'm going to drive it, I'm going to put 100,000 miles on it, and it's still going to, like on my trucks, I put 40,000 miles a year on it. If I'm driving it and I sell it in 2.5 years with 100,000 miles on it, whoever buys it next, I don't care what their problems are if they got to worry about a wet belt. I don't care if a turbo goes out on them. I don't care any of that stuff. What I do care about is that while I own it, I maintain it, and I take excellent care of it. Okay, my Gladiator, for example, it lives off-road, spends a lot of time there. It is meticulously maintained, taken care of on every level. Diff fluid changes, everything, air filter every 10,000 miles. Everything is done on that thing to make sure it is meticulously taken care of, because I do want to make sure whoever I sell it to or when I trade it in, if they get a vehicle that was maintained the best I could possibly do. I, however, do not care one bit what happens to them. And if you are a second person buying the car, buying any of these cars second, it is your responsibility to understand what you're buying. And if you think that you're going to come in, this ZR2 right here, this Colorado ZR2, this 2024, when this goes up for sale, and say we get rid of this in 5 years, and you're going to come in and you're going to buy this thing 5 years from now, and then that turbo, you're going to have it with no warranty, no options, no nothing, and at 180,000 miles, the turbos go out on it, and you got to spend, $2,000 or $3,000 to replace the turbos on it. Not my problem. You know what you're getting into. Look at the Toyota stuff. Okay, look at the Tacoma with the hybrid. The Tacoma with the hybrid is $30,000 to replace the transmission in the hybrid module. Car Guy Online, okay, just did an amazing video on this where he talked about it, showed it in full detail, did the whole thing there for you. $29,000 to put a transmission and a hybrid control module in a new Tacoma. If you think second owners are going to get screwed by that, you're 100% right. If you're going to buy one and you're going to buy a used 2024 Tacoma with 110,000, 115,000 miles on it, and you think you're going to drive it to 300,000 miles like you did an old one, you're in trouble. And then if the trans goes out on that, $30,000, which I promise you is more than you will have paid for that truck. Okay, more than you bought the truck for. If the motor goes out in your Tundra, you bought a 2022 used Tundra, and here it is, and the thing's got 90,000 miles on it, and the motor grenades, 30 grand to replace the motor in it. Okay, these are not your old trucks. These are not a 2001 Ram, you know, with a 5.7 in it. Those days are gone. Okay, well, the 5.7 is coming back, but the point is, these days are gone. It's not as easy as things were. There still are some vehicles that are easy, that are not too bad. Jeeps, for example, still the 3.6 Pentastar, and the Gladiators with the Pentastar, absolutely amazing, simple in design, functional. The Honda Ridgeline, simple, functional, naturally aspirated V6. The Frontier for a couple more years, at least. We got that going for us too. There's some vehicles out there that are good for secondhand market if you are looking. But if you're a secondhand buyer, you need to know what you're getting into. And you need to understand that these prices on used cars are astronomical. They're ridiculous. The prices on new cars are ridiculous. All prices are ridiculous. But if you think you're going to go dump $35,000 on a used truck with 80,000 miles on it and think it's going to be okay for you, you're sadly mistaken. You're going to put some money into it. Here's an example. Let's say you go out and you bought yourself an F-150 Lariat. Okay, you're all excited. It's got the leather seats, it's beautiful, and it's got the amazing 5-liter Coyote in there, and you're all pumped up. It's got 113,000 miles on it. You're like, yes, and you go buy it, and then you're fired up and excited. And if you don't, within the next 50,000 miles that you're going to own it, dump $5,000 or $6,000 into it to replace the wet belt that's on there, you are basically driving around in a ticking time bomb that can grenade your entire engine and take the whole thing out on you at any given time because of a stupid rubber belt. I don't have a problem with the belts. Many companies are using them now. Chevy does, Ford does, all these companies do. Point is, it is an item that people do as second owners are not aware of. People that don't understand that this is the reality of things today and what it costs. They don't understand that a transmission in a Toyota Tacoma now is 30 grand for a hybrid one. They don't understand that a motor in a Tundra is $30,000. They don't understand that replacing these things today, the cost, they don't understand the labor rates are $200 an hour at a lot of shops yet. There's a lot of things that people don't get, especially the ones that say, warranty's a waste. Warranty's the dumbest thing you can do. You do whatever you want to. You do you, bro. Or isn't that what they say or how that goes? But me, I promise you, any truck, any brand, any company, any way, anyhow, I will not own a new vehicle today without an extended warranty under any circumstances, and I will not own it outside of warranty today. Those days have come and gone. They are long gone. I'm not doing it. I'm not playing a game. Everything today is too ridiculously expensive to buy, own, maintain, and repair. Every single one of them. Astronomical cost to buy, own, maintain, and repair. And I can't afford to do it, and I'm not going to lose the sleep at night. I'm not playing that game. It's not going to happen. So that's my thoughts on it right there. As far as second owner stuff, more power to you if you want to be a second owner. But, you know, these people in the comments that give you a hard time because, you know, well, I can't believe wrong attitude to buy this Colorado and know that the second or the person that gets it after me is getting a wore out turbo. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care at all. As a second owner, be educated in what you buy and make sure you're buying the right thing. If you're planning on buying one of these and you're gonna buy it with 140,000 miles on it, hoping to get to 300,000 miles without having to replace something on it, you pretty much bumped your head. The manufacturers don't let you do that anymore today. They don't have that option for you. Same for Ford, same for Chevy, same for the full-size Rams, same for everything. If you think you're buying a second-hand vehicle with 120,000 miles on it and you're gonna drive it to 250,000 miles trouble-free, you have bumped your head. It's not happening. It did before, and you could before. It will not work with a 2025 vehicle made right now today. Not one of them is going to carry you that far without putting massive expense into it. Secondhand owner, beware. That's my thoughts for you. Questions, comments, put them below. Thanks for watching.